Hello guys, today we are reading a very popular story called Cinderella. Cinderella. Once upon a time in a faraway kingdom, there lived a widowed gentleman and his lovely daughter Ella. Ella was a beautiful girl. She had golden hair and her eyes were blue as forget-me-nots. The gentleman was a kind and devoted father, and he gave Ella everything her heart desired. But he felt she needed a mother. So she married again, choosing for his wife a woman who had two daughters. The names were Anastasia and Drusilla. The gentleman soon died. The stepmother's true nature was revealed. She was only interested in her ugly, selfish daughters. The stepmother gave Ella a little room in the attic, old rags to wear, and all the housework to do. Soon, everyone called her Cinderella because she got so covered with cinders as from cleaning the fireplaces. But Cinderella had many friends. The old horse and Bruno dog loved her. The mice loved her too. She protected them from her stepmother's nasty cat Lucifer. Two of her favorite mice were Gus and Jack. Or Jack. Cinderella was kind to everyone, even to Lucifer. But Lucifer only took advantage of her kindness. Lucifer liked to get Cinderella in trouble. One morning he chased Gus onto Anastasia's breakfast tray. She screamed and blamed Cinderella, but she blamed Cinderella for no reason. As punishment, the stepmother said to Cinderella, "You will wash the windows, scrub the terrace, and sweep the halls. And don't forget the laundry." In another part of the kingdom, when the king was worrying about his son, it's time the prince got married. He told the Grand Duke. "But sir," said the Grand Duke, "he must fall in love first." "No buts about it. And we'll have a ball tonight. And it will be very romantic. Send out the invitations." When the invitation arrived, Cinderella's stepmother announced that every girl in the kingdom is invited to a ball in the honor of the prince. "Why, that means I can go too," Cinderella said. "Well, yes," the stepmother replied with a sly smile. "But only if you get all your work done and only if you have something suitable to wear." Cinderella had hoped to pick a party dress, but Anastasia and Drusilla wanted her to help them instead. The stepmother kept her busy too. Cinderella worked hard all day long. When she finally came back to her little attic room, it was almost time to leave for the ball, and her dress wasn't ready. But the loyal mice has managed to find ribbons, sashes, ruffles, and bows. The mice has soon learned the mice not a person, and a mouse, the mice. The mice has soon and then to her party dress, and it looked beautiful, beautiful, you're beautiful. The stepsisters shrieked, and when they saw Cinderella, "Those are my ribbons, that's my sash!" as they tore her dress to shreds. "Come along now, girls," said the stepmother. Cinderella ran into the garden. She wept and wept like crazy. Suddenly, a hush fell over the garden, and a cloud of lights began to twinkle and glow around Cinderella's head. "Come on, dry those tears," said a gentle voice to the ladies. "Come on, dry those tears," said a gentle voice. Then a small woman appeared in the cloud. "You can't go to the ball like that. Now, where's my magic wand?" "Magic wand?" gasped Cinderella. "Are you my fairy godmother?" The woman replied, and pulling out her magic wand out of thin air. "What we need is a pumpkin." A cloud of sparkles floated across the garden. A pumpkin rose, oozed up, and swelled into an elegant coach. The mice became hoarse. The old horse became a coachman, and Bruno, Bruno the dog, became a footman. Now off you go, dearie, said the woman. But my dress, said Cinderella. The fairy godmother looked at it. Good heavens! With a wave of her wand, she turned Cinderella's wagon into an exquisite gown. On Cinderella's feet were tiny glass slippers, tiny glass slippers. Am I right? Now remember, the fairy godmother said, you must leave the ball at midnight. That's when the spell will be broken and it will be all as it was before. Cinderella, her promise. Then she stepped into her magic coach and swept away to the palace. And did you know something surprising? The cover of this book is kind of same and similar at the same time to this page. I'll show you later, okay? At the end of the video. When Cinderella arrived at the ball, the prince was yawning with boredom. Then he caught sight of her, ignoring everything around her, everything, even this pretty flower. Wait. Hey. The prince walked over to her. She kissed Cinderella's hand and asked her to dance. They swirled across the ballroom. So I guess this part was the ballroom. Anything in a bigger or smaller? The prince never left Cinderella's side. They danced together. As everyone watched, the lights dimmed and sweet music floated out to the summer night. And then Cinderella heard the clock begin to chime. Oh no! She gasped. It's midnight. I must go. Wait! Come back! Wait! Come back! Called the prince. What? He's like, wait! Come back! No, you won't. I have to go. It's midnight. Cinderella hurried down the palace steps in her haste, and she lost one of the glass slippers, which is fun. But she had no time, not even a second, to pick it up. And she leapt into the waiting coach. As soon as the coach, which went through the gates, the magic spell broke. Cinderella found herself standing by the side of the road, dressed in her old rags. On her foot, she'd still wear the other glass slipper. Her coachman was an old horse again, and her footman was Bruno the dog. Her coach was an old harlequin, and her horseman was four of her mom's friends. They looked sadly at Cinderella. They all hurried home. They had to be back before the others returned from the ball. Can't see it. The next day, the stepmother told the girls that the Grand Duke was coming to see them. He's searching the kingdom, and for the young lady whose foot fits the slipper, whoever she is, she will marry the prince. Cinderella smiled and hummed a very well done. So played in the ball. So let's imagine that this song was a waltz played at the ball. The stepmother became suspicious. She locked Cinderella in her room. Gus and Jack had a plan to help Cinderella, while Anastasia and Drizella tried to squeeze their prince foot into the little glass slipper. The two mice sneaked into stepmother's pocket. And they got hold of the key, tucked it up the stairs, and unlocked the door. Cinderella rushed downstairs to draw on the glass slipper. You're great, she said. May I try on the slipper? The wicked stepmother fumbled with anger. She tripped the page who was holding the glass slipper. It fell to the floor and broke into 1,000 pieces. Quack, quack, quack. Don't worry, Cinderella said, reaching into her pocket. I have the other one right here. She put on the slipper and it fitted perfectly. Not too small, not too big, perfect. From that moment on, everything was a dream come true. Cinderella went off to the palace with the happy Grand Duke. But the prince was overjoyed to see her. and so was the king. And Cinderella and the prince were soon married. In her happiness, and Cinderella didn't forget about his animal friends. They all moved to the castle. The last page. Everyone in the kingdom was delighted that the prince arrived, and the prince lived happily ever after. So now bye friends, and now let me do the thing I wanted. It's actually two. Where's that page again? Here. So as you can see, as I said this page was kind of matching to this page. See, isn't it kind of matching? Do you agree? Well, bye guys, and see you in the next video.